Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, you're very welcome. If you're a subscriber or you continue to visit this channel from time to time, thank you so much for coming. I appreciate you. This is Tega, and in this video today, I'll be showing you how to make an amazing off-shoulder top with sleeves. So let's just get started. Before you start cutting your fabric, you want to take your measurement and make sure they are accurate. You start with a chest line measurement. So this is the circumference of your chest. You take that measurement first, then you move on to your ham round, or it's called ham width. You want to take that ham width measurement, and whatever it gives you, you multiply it by 2. So that's the arm width measurement. So whatever the arm width and the chest measurement gives you, you have to multiply by 2. Then you want to check your fabric if your fabric will be enough. I've got 4 meters of fabric, but I've cut a meter here for the bodice. So for the bodice, I've got 1 meter in length and I've got 44 inches for the width. So what I'm going to do is I'll fold this fabric into 2, over like that. Don't forget my chest measurement is doubled. If your chest measurement is 40, you have to times it by 2 and you need 80 then. The chest I'm working with is 38 inches and 38 plus 1 inch sewing allowance is 39 inches. As you can see, a meter is 39 inches, so this fabric is enough for the top I'll be making. So I'm gonna be doubling that 38 inches, so I need 76 inches in total. So I folded that fabric over. So basically I've got the front and the back panel of the top. Once I folded it over, remember the circumference of the chest is 38. So this now is 39 plus 39 inches and it's given me 78 inches. And 2 inches is for the sewing allowance, so I'll be left with 76 inches in total. Right? And the length I needed is just what I have here. I've got 22 inches as the length and that's enough for the top. And now I went ahead and cut the sleeve. So my arm width doubled up. That's what I've got here for the width. I've got 14 plus 14 and that's 28. And the length is 12 inches here. I've got 1 inch casing allowance and I've got the hemline allowance as well. So I've got 2 inches there extra apart from the length of the sleeve. For the necktie, I've got 2 inches for the width and 45 inches long. I went ahead and cut elastic for the chest line and the arm round. So I've got 2 for the sleeves and I've got 1 for the chest line. Your chest measurement or your arm width measurement minus 2 inches. That's what you need to cut. So I went ahead and stitched both sides of the top together. That's what you need to do. Once that was completed, I went ahead and stitched down the elastic casing for the chest line. I took 1 inch for that because the size of my elastic was ½ an inch. Whatever the size of your elastic, you need to match it with the casing. Right here, I'm just sewing the casing. I was folding the 1 inch as I was stitching along. If you can't do that, make sure you apply pins or a running stitch before you start sewing so you can get an accurate balance. Make sure you leave 1 to 2 inches for the elastic to pass through the channel. So you run the elastic with a safety pin and run it all the way around. Make sure you hold the other end of the elastic so you don't lose track of it. So once that is done, you want to apply stitches. You want to sew the elastic together or just knot it. Then it's time to stitch down that opening. And once that is done, you want to move to your hem allowance and take either 1/2 inch or 1 inch you've taken and sew all the way around. So this top now at this stage is more or less like a gathered skirt. As you can see, it looks so much like a gathered skirt, but it's not. Next, we're going to move on to the sleeve. You stitch down the same way you have with the top itself, fold over, run a stitch across, stitch down the hemline and take your 1 inch for the elastic casing. Repeat the same process for the other sleeve. Once you have finished sewing the sleeves, you want to attach them to the bodies. Attach the sleeves to where you've got the joining on the bodies. So you want to look for where you have that. Now you want to find where you've joined the sleeve as well. As you can see, that's where it's been joined together. So you want to match it to where you've joined the top. So the lines match each other, right? And you want to stitch across like that, taking 1 inch or 2 inches. So that's the connection between the bodice itself and the sleeve. You want to take about 1 inch to 2 inches. Then for the necktie, once you've stitched together that bit, you want to fold it over. Like I said, it's 2 inches in width. Fold it over like that. Then fold it again and fold that over in exactly what I'm doing there. And once that is done, you want to attach it to the midpoint of the front panel. The front panel and the back panel are the same here. If you notice, we cut them the same way. So you want to just find the midpoint of where you've chosen to be the front where the tie is going to sit. Find the midpoint of the tie and attach it to the midpoint of the front panel with a slide stitch. Make sure you apply the tie inside and not outside. So you attach it right there, and here is the finished look of the top. Guys, this is so easy to make, very simple and straightforward. It's not a complicated blouse. You can make this under 20 minutes to 30 minutes. There is no extra pattern making. You can just style the blouse as well. Anyhow, you can apply the tie, you can use it without the tie. Whichever way, it's perfect. I absolutely love this blouse and I want you to make one as well. Now we've come to the end of the tutorial. I hope someone will find this useful. Remember to subscribe, like, share, press that notification bell, guys. Make sure you press it, don't forget, and I'll see you in my next video. Till then, look after yourself and bye for now.